right, we're back.
We are. Good
We're
afternoon,
here.
everyone. Welcome to the March episode of Countdown to Sun and Fun. We are quickly counting down the days to the 52nd annual Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo. Today, lots of news that you do not want to miss. Of course, I'm your co-host, Amanda Hawley from WFLA News Channel 8. And who else would I be here with other than our CEO and president, Gene Conrad? First things first, how many days?
We are 21 days out.
Wow.
Exactly 3 weeks. So here we go.
3 weeks to go, and you can see the Sun and Fun campus starting to transform. There's tents out there. Everything is coming together already. We're counting down.
Yes, we're getting ready. We're 21 days out. 10 companies here. Everything's getting put into place. We just had our last chairman's meeting this last Saturday, so everybody's ramped up and ready to go for the red, white, and blue at 52.
I am so excited. Obviously, looking forward to Sun and Fun. Looking forward, though, to everything that we have planned on today's show. You are going to have the very latest big news updates. And that is, of course, what we can expect at this year's fly-in. We also have some special guests joining us on today's show and multiple giveaways that you do not want to miss. Let's get right to it. We want to again welcome you to this episode of Countdown to Sun and Fun Live. Remember, of course, to subscribe to our channel, mash the thumbs up button on YouTube, like us on Facebook, of course, as well. This is an interactive program. We are keeping an eye on the questions and the comment sections in the chat areas, so we are going to answer those questions a little later on in the show. Also, what's Countdown to Sun and Fun without some prize giveaways here? Yes, we're giving away a pair of weekly tickets to Sun and Fun again at the end of the hour. And for your chance to win today, you'll want to comment, like, and share on social media during this broadcast. I want to know what you are most looking forward to at Sun and Fun. Plus, you want to win one of these right here, the red, white, and blue at 52 Stanley Cups here. And here's what you need to do for this. Tag at least one person that you are going to Sun and Fun with in the comments, and you'll be entered for a chance to win this festive Stanley Cup. We're going to reach out to the winners there at the end of the show. All right, Gene, so much has been going on. Every meeting, of course, you give the very latest, and you always have tons of updates here. We had the second chairman's meeting just a few days ago. What's the very latest?
All right, so here we go. We're going to dive right in. Again, we're 21 days out. Lots of things to discuss today. And also, if you have additional questions or things that I don't cover, just put them in the chat, and we'll answer those questions when we get to the end of the show today. But real quick, I want to talk about ticket sales. So we are up over 20% versus this time last year. So what does that mean? It means we're going to have a great year. So we're getting excited and ready to go. As far as 927 tickets, we just sold out Wednesday dailies yesterday, and Saturday has been sold out since back in November. So the only way you can get Wednesday and Saturday 927 tickets to be there on those 2 great days is to buy weekly 927 tickets.
And those are still available.
And those are still available.
All right.
Yes. Also, our photo preferred seating for Saturday has sold out. So all of our photogs for Saturday, that area is full, but we have all the rest of the days that are available in photo preferred seating. And obviously, preferred seating is always available and is still going strong at this point. Also, I can't stress enough, make sure as you have bought your tickets to get your parking online. Get your parking online, you get your QR code, so as soon as you come to the gates, they'll click your QR code and get you right off to parking. If you wait, it's $20 at the gate and credit card only in the parking lot, so just so everybody's aware. Also, I want to say maybe it was 2 weeks ago now, it's been, we put out the NOTAM, so Notice to Airmen. So the NOTAM has been out, the NOTAM can be found on our website as well. So please review the NOTAM. If you are flying in, the NOTAM goes into effect on April 13th, which is Monday, April 13th. If you are flying in early, prior to April 13th, it's Class D airspace, so you're going to fly in just like it's a normal day here at Lakeland Linder International Airport. Contact the tower, and they're going to get you in here safely. But please review the NOTAM. Be prepared as you come in. Also, go ahead.
NOTAM from last year was new, so if you haven't been here in a few years.
Well, there have been changes. Actually, those changes occurred 2 years ago now already.
Oh, wow. Can you believe
so
that?
we're on to the 3rd year, so there are changes. So the arrival procedure starts at Fantasy of Flight. So if you know of Kermit Weeks Place out there on I-4, that's where the procedure starts. But again, prior to the NOTAM going into effect on April 13th, it was just regular air traffic control procedures here at Lakeland Linder International Airport. The airfield, we will start accepting aircraft to park and camping on April 11th, on Saturday, April 11th at noon. So we have quite a few folks that have already bought the fly-in early package. I was checking numbers. I'm a numbers junkie, so I was looking at it last night, and we're about 15% ahead there on those aircraft that are going to arrive early. So we're super stoked and ready to go for that. So it's going to be great. Also, remember on Wednesday, and we'll talk more about Wednesday, the entire day and the air show. But Wednesday, we don't start the daytime air show till 5. So if you're flying in or flying out, you need to be taxiing to the aircraft by 4:30 if you're departing, and then you can't depart once the air show starts at 5 until the next morning. But if you're arriving, get in before 5 o'clock as well to enjoy a great Wednesday program that we're going to talk about here a little later. Also, let's talk about Tuesday. So our opening day. Big opening day. We're going to have a great air show from 1 to 5, and then we have our concert that starts on the Warbird ramp at 5:30 with Angie K. Actually, we added another performer, so Angie K is going to start at 5:30. And then the big thing is, I want to make sure everybody knows, is at 6 p.m., we're going to have 8 World War II veterans here with us from Central Florida. They're going to be up on the stage. The Thunderbirds are getting here early. They'll actually open the show on Tuesday, so the team will be here. They won't fly again until Thursday for practice maneuvers and things like that. But they will be the backdrop to honor our veterans, and we're really looking forward to that program. So between Angie K and Thomas Mack going on, we are going to honor our World War II vets, so we're excited about that. Also, let's talk real quick about aircraft updates. So we just talked about the Thunderbirds coming early. F-22 Raptor is on par or is on schedule to be here. F-18 Rhino demo team as well. There has been a lot of chatter, obviously, with events and things happening in the world today. What is happening with Sun and Fun? What are happening to all the air shows? What has happened is some of the bases, the military bases that host air shows, have canceled their shows. Civilian facilities that are hosting air shows are not canceling. All of the demo teams are still planning to be there, but they, for example, Luke Air Force Base just had an event this past weekend on a military base, so they flew. Each individual base is making those decisions whether to cancel or not, and it does not affect anything that we're doing here. So hopefully that's clear, and just wanted to put that out there so everybody knows we are having this event in 21 days, and we're going to be ready to go. What else we have? Luke Air Force Base, we talked about that. Some of the static aircraft that we had planned, the KC-135 and the C-17, they were going to be static, have canceled, unfortunately, because they're being tasked with other things to do. But trust me, we have a packed Warbird ramp. We're going to talk about NASA and some of the things that are coming there. The Connie is coming back. Avello is a commercial carrier here at Lakeland Linder is going to have an aircraft on static. NOAA are one of the tenants here at Lakeland, and their P3 will be on static as well. So we're going to have plenty of big birds up on the Warbird ramp. I will also tell you that last week I talked to my B-52 friends, and they are still pushing hard to get that B-52 here. So April 1st is kind of the go, no-go date. So we're still working hard. They are pushing really, really hard to get that here. It's a reserve aircraft, so it's not tasked with anything right now, but they are working diligently to get that here. And also, unfortunately, the F4 Phantom that we had announced had to cancel because of mechanical issues, but the F-100 Super Sabre will replace it, and that aircraft will get here and perform as well. So lots of cool stuff, a lot more to talk about. One more thing I wanted to add. The FAA administrator is planning to be here. So the head of the FAA, Brian Bedford, who is also a Polk State College graduate here from Polk County. So he will be here. I get to meet with him on Thursday, and the Southern Region Administrator as well for the FAA. So I'm excited to do that. So a lot of people are paying attention to this show, and they're going to be here this year, so we're looking forward to that.
I always look forward to these announcements because I'm hearing them for the first time as well, so I'm like intently listening.
I just keep it all close to the vest. I don't tell anybody, so you just
countdown
got it all
shows.
right now.
Yeah. And you are going to have a lot more to tell us here in the next few minutes on today's show. But right now, do want to welcome our first guest in to help us slide over to a popular area of Sun and Fun. Anitra Goddard is here with us with an update on the Vintage, Stoll, and Chopper Town activities. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, awesome. It's always good to come on. Super excited. Lots of stuff happening airside. And writing this down, it's all about hospitality, hospitality, hospitality. So that's what most of my updates are. The first one we're going to talk about is the Chopper Town Express that is being provided by the American Helicopter Company. And what we're doing is we're just going to have like a concierge golf cart that we will pick up the helo pilots from the Welcome Center, and then we'll shuttle them down to Show Center. So you guys get in there, the helicopter or the Chopper Town staff will take them over to the Welcome Center, and then we'll scoop them up, take them to Show Center. We'll give them a card with a number specific to an extra phone laying around that's just for Chopper Town. Call when you're ready to get picked up. We'll pick you up at the pickup spot, and we'll shuttle you straight back to your helo. So super excited about that.
So if you have a helicopter and you're looking to fly in, this is your year to be here.
Yes.
You're going to have special transportation. That's
Absolutely,
cool.
yes. And then we've got the ultralight invasion going on in Paradise City. Been talking about that a lot. Super excited about that. We have lots of groups. We're expecting at least 20 ultralights. There's more, but I don't like to, I want to be, don't want to jinx it. So, but they're going to have a hospitality tent, again, back to that hospitality, so that you all can gather in the area. We want you to take advantage of all the cool things that Paradise City has to offer, but also offering those ultralight drivers just a place for themselves to congregate and hang out, get out of the sun, and be by their ultralights. So that's really cool. Anybody who wants to go to that area, that's Blue Tram route stop 13. Then
take notes.
Yes.
Take notes.
Yes. I love using the tram stops as a reference. They're brilliant.
Yes.
Home built hospitality, amazing. Heidi does a great job out there. We have grown that area. They're getting a bigger hospitality tent out there because
who approved that? Did I approve that?
Jean approved that. Well, I don't know if you did, but you did.
Okay, that sounds good.
I caught you signed
I don't know.
It's one of those things where you got so much going on. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, sign this. There you go.
So, and we have started forums. So they've got 6 forums scheduled out there. Really cool stuff happening. So, and also, Laura, we've added a tram stop back out in the home built area. It's right in between.
Tram stop number 11, red.
Is it? I have it as 14.
What?
I could be wrong. I looked them up before I came down here.
I don't know. I think it may be. I was wrong earlier today.
I don't know.
I'm probably on.
Now I'm not sure. I thought I did my due diligence, but I know I'm on a tight line.
Yes,
it'll be on the app.
Which, by the way, the app comes out April 1st. How did you know that?
We talked about it last time.
Okay, just checking.
And then the Stoll Invitational, I got to say, give a shout out to my presenting sponsor, TL Sport Aircraft, and community sponsors, Acme Aero and Aero Guard. So we're having an additional Stoll demonstration out on the Paradise City grass strip this year. In past years, we've only flown in the evening with the Sunset Aerial Circus. This year, with the new composite show on Wednesday, that gives us an opportunity to fly a little extra on Wednesday. So we're going to fly from 1 to 2 in the afternoon down in Paradise City. And then directly after that in the Stoll Base Camp, we're going to have a meet and greet, and then our evening festivities will begin our traditional jambalaya dinner. So please come by and say hi and partake in all the hospitality there. And Vintage Showcase. They have an additional tent this year that you also approved.
I do know about that.
I know Will appreciates it. Will Brown appreciates it. He is building the coolest displays on this new vintage showcase. We're going to line Vintage Way with all these beautiful award-winning aircraft with a wonderful hospitality tent. And again, the way that all the props that he's making and putting old swag in there, go by, check that out. And lastly, I just wanted to make a quick note for all of you pilots flying in, camping under wing, you don't have cars, you're kind of just here planted on the grounds, go over to the island. We have the Sun and Fun Express that we partnered with the Citrus Connection, our local transit, so we can get you out in town and get you off campus and explore what Lakeland has to offer. So come see us.
Yeah, so check out the Sun and Fun Express. You can pick it up at the island. They're going to be going to Lakeside Village and then also to downtown as well, every single day. So a great opportunity to get off campus. I'm going to go enjoy some great eats and other things to do in the city of Lakeland. So it'll be great. Awesome.
And that's all I have.
Okay, that's it? That's all you have?
That's it.
All right, well, that's great. But hey, Anitra, I appreciate all your efforts. You know, if you are flying in this year, you know, whether you're home built, your vintage, your seaplane, your Stoll, your Paradise City, your light sport, you're an ultralight. I mean, this is your year. We're really trying to put in our best foot forward to provide that hospitality and also areas for everybody to congregate and build that camaraderie together. And so appreciate all your efforts. Looking forward to all these ultralights coming in. She says 20, and I know it's going to be more than that, but you know, you've done a great job. We really appreciate it. So thank you.
It's been fun. I really love it.
Big community.
Yeah.
Very excited about it. Thanks, Anitra. All righty, Jean, a 4-letter agency is going to be joining us and having a big impact on this year's Sun and Fun. NASA is coming in with the Super Guppy and more, which you announced earlier this week.
Yes, so NASA is coming in a big way. So we announced that earlier this week. We put out all the information in the newsletter. So the Super Guppy will be joining us. So I just had to pull up all my notes here. So the Super Guppy will be here. The Super Guppy is planning to arrive on Friday, April 10th. So I don't have an exact time. Everybody keeps asking me on social media because I monitor all that stuff. But I don't have an exact time. When we have a time, we will put that out there for everyone. But it will be here Friday, April 10th. So we're looking forward to that. Also, NASA is bringing a couple of their T-38s, their trainers with them as well. So we're looking forward to that. But also the lineup of programming that we're going to have at the hangar with NASA is out of this world. Out of this world this year. So on Tuesday at 10 a.m., we're going to have David Elliott, the Super Guppy program manager and lead flight engineer. So he's going to do a complete program at 10 a.m. Tuesday at the hangar on the Super Guppy. So you're not going to want to miss that. Also, our NASA administrator, Mr. Jared Isaacman, will be here on the grounds with us. He is going to have a presentation at the hangar Wednesday at noon. Friends, you will not want to miss this. By the way, all these things that I'm announcing, when you download your app, again, April 1st, we're going to be doing push notifications, so you're going to know when these things are happening on the grounds. So go look at all of the programming that's available, but we're also going to keep you reminded about when these things are happening. So we really look forward to having Jared here. And if you don't know, Jared has a connection here to Lakeland because he started Draken International, which is based here at the Lakeland Linder International Airport. So if you don't know what Draken is an aggressor private company. So like Jester and Top Gun, they go fight our men and women in the Navy, U.S. Air Force, Marine Corps, and they are those adversarial type aircraft. So he started that company here. So I've known him since 2011. He's now the NASA administrator. He's also been to space, done spacewalks. He is very accomplished, and we look forward to having him. Also, with him come the Freedom 250 flight team or jet team, and he's bringing his 3 F5s with him, so they will all be here as well, all painted up in 250th anniversary colors,
cool.
So that's going to be exciting. You like our shirts? There's going to be plenty of this out there.
Yeah, I think so.
Also, Thursday at 10 a.m. at the hangar is Eldora Liu, and she is the Associate Division Chief for Aircraft Operations for NASA, so she's in charge of all the airplanes. She's going to be here and have a program Thursday at 10 a.m. at the hangar. You're not going to want to miss that. And then Friday at 5:30, Sean Shady Brady, NASA research pilot, will be at the hangar to introduce the right stuff and talk about all things NASA and cool things. And so we're super stoked. NASA is going to be here in a big way, which leads us to bigger things in the future, hopefully.
Yeah.
So we're excited, and they put the trust in us to have all these great aircraft and people here to do great things.
Certainly big people. I love it. Very exciting. I mean, NASA's announcing some big stuff today, so I'm sure they're going to be talking about that.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm only plugged into Sun and Fun stuff right now, but I saw something, I think, but do you know what those things are?
Well, like big announcements on the moon program and how they're changing it and all that stuff. So.
Well, Artemis just went back to the pad, so I think it's supposed to go
next
April
Thursday.
1st. Is that correct?
I'll be there.
Yes, okay. And if it doesn't go April 1st, it has
2nd,
every day
3rd,
to the
4th,
6th.
5th, 6th, and the
then,
30th.
There you go. So cool.
All right, thanks, Gene, for that update to kick off our episode. There's a lot more to come throughout the show. We do have a jam-packed show. We got to keep it moving
plenty.
here. Coming up next, Kyle Franklin from Franklin's Flying Circus will join us. Later, Justin LaFerrier. I said it right. I second-guessed myself. Visit Central Florida will be here. Plus, keep liking, commenting, and sharing today's live show to win a pair of weekly tickets to this year's fly-in. And tag at least one person you're coming to Sun and Fun with in the comments, and you'll be entered for a chance to win this Stanley Cup right here. Countdown to Sun and Fun continues after this break.
Portions of Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV programming is brought to you in part by Bristol Aircraft, the home of personalized luxury light sport aviation, and by News Channel 8, WFLA, on your side in Tampa Bay.
Pilots, if you fly a experimental or factory bird, the sky is your racecourse. Join Sport Air Racing League for the ultimate doubleheader, the pre-fun race on Saturday 11 April, and on Sunday, April 12, the St. John's River Air Race. Fly the first destination race from Bob Sykes Airport to the beautiful Mount Royal Air Park. Compete for glory and points in racing for the rest of us. It's the perfect high-speed kickoff for your Sun and Fun adventure. Join us at sportairrace.org.
Owning an aircraft is a dream, Managing it shouldn't be a nightmare. Cut through feature fluff of other so-called solutions and leverage AI to quickly manage your aircraft in just 3 easy steps. Easy Tracker Air, affordable aircraft intelligence for the rest of us.
Hey, my name's Philip Harrington, and I was the very first recipient of the James C. Ray Scholarship. Today, I fly for Delta Airlines. I can't tell you how grateful I am for all that you guys do to support the Aerospace Center for Excellence, Sun and Fun. You are truly making a difference in young people's lives. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Alrighty, welcome back to this month's Countdown to Sun and Fun. I'm your host, Amanda Hawley, here with Gene Conrad. We have a lot to get through today's show. We are, of course, keeping an eye on the comment section here. We have those giveaways to give you a pair of weekly fly-in tickets, and we are giving away this Stanley red, white, and blue at 52 cup.
Yes.
These are highly requested, so that's going to be given away today at the end of the show. But joining us now is Kyle Franklin from Franklin's Flying Circus, along with Liz Franklin here. Kyle, welcome. We look forward to seeing you at your air show comedy this year.
Yeah, it'll be good to be back. Appreciate you guys having me back. So I think it's been about 2 years since I've been able to make it, so it'll be great to be back.
No, we look forward to hosting you guys, and I will tell you, since I am in charge of Sun and Fun, I will not be out there with you trying to chase you down during your comedy act. Up at AirVenture, people may or may not know this, but sometimes I have to chase Kyle, and I get super nervous and have to stretch quite a bit because I am old and worrying about blowing a hamstring or something. So, but we always have a good time.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
you're doing a good job on it. You know,
I
I'm
appreciate
getting older too. I've been doing this since I've been doing the comedy act since I was 20 years old, and I don't know how many more years I can fall out of the airplane the way I do at the end of the thing before I'm like, okay, that's hurting too much. But
Yep.
Only as young as you feel.
Well, tell us a little bit about your history, your family's history too, because obviously a lot of folks know you, but I remember as a kid, for example, seeing your dad when he was czar, right? And so you have quite the history in the air show business. Can you, talk to our fans a little bit about that?
Yeah, my family's been in the air show business. Next year will be 60 years since we've been doing this. Of course, originally started with my father in the air show part of it, but flying dates back all the way to my grandfather. My grandfather was a self-taught pilot at 16, and he used airplanes like most people do, a pickup truck. He was a farmer and a rancher, and farm and ranch were 30 miles apart, so he used that to go back and forth. And that's how my dad learned to fly, sitting on his lap. And then my dad went to his first air show when he was 12 years old and decided that's what he wanted to do. And then at 18 or 19, can't remember which, but he started flying shows. And so naturally, I just grew up in this business, been around it my entire life, and of course I got my start in the actual air show performing when I was 17 as a wing walker from my father, climbing on the outside of the airplane.
I remember those days.
Yeah, did that for 8 years, and then when I was about 20, I started doing the comedy act that I'll be performing at Sun and Fun, and the comedy act has always been kind of my staple. I've done other things over the years. Of course, people remember, I flew to Waco, had Pirated Skies. We did the motorcycle to airplane transfer, Dracula, which I know a lot of people wanting Dracula back. And,
yes, all the time.
Yeah, well, it's, 7 years of doing it. Everybody keeps asking why I put it down. It's like, well, I do this for a living, and unfortunately, in 7 years, I wasn't making any money, so I had to rethink my business plan.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a lot of calls to bring Dracula back, so we'll get Dracula back out and do that. And then, of course, we're working on another act that's with a 74 Belunca Super Viking. It'll be a disco-themed act that Liz will help me with as well. And we're excited about that. I was hoping to have it out by now, but as with everything, especially in the last 5 years or so, everything's taken twice as much time and twice as much money. So it's we're a little behind, but thank you to BPE, Bare Precision Engine, and Airflow Performance. They've got the engine in-house right now. Hopefully I'll have it either right before I leave for Sun and Fun or when I get back from Sun and Fun, I'll have the engine for the Viking. So we'll start trying to get that going. But no, I mean, my family's all full of pilots. All of us have. Liz is a pilot. That's how we actually met at Oshkosh.
Oh, there you go.
I met at Oshkosh years ago. What, 9 years ago?
Yeah, 8 years ago.
So
I ran away with the circus.
Yeah, but Liz, didn't you go to Embry-Riddle? Or give us a little bit about your background.
So I did the EAA Air Academy for
Me
3
too.
years.
Me too.
And then I joined on with the smoke oil volunteer team, and that's where I met Kyle and took some pictures of Dracula. And next thing I know, he's taking me for an airplane ride, and I fell in love.
yeah,
That's awesome.
well, more with the airplane than me. I had to work at her falling in love with me. She fell in love with the airplanes right off the bat.
Yeah. Yeah. No, tell us too, you have a little girl now, right?
Yeah, we have she's almost 2 years old. Name's Athena, and yeah, she's in her room working on being a stunt person herself. We've got the camera right below us, kind of watching her there, and she's climbing up on her changing table. And they're like, okay, do this right, do this. Don't. All right, that's good. Don't fall.
She's definitely a daredevil, just like her parents.
So how does she deal? So you guys are traveling throughout the year to all the various air shows. So how is she handling that? I saw her at AirVenture last year. I think she loves it. She sleeps when she needs to sleep, and she's up when she needs to be up. So.
Oh yeah, no, she does really well. She's done really well on the road. I mean, she's been traveling on the road since 4 months old.
Yep.
4 months old. 4 months old. She started traveling with us, and she handles it really well. And the jets, everybody's always worried about the jets bothering her, but somehow it always ended up that when she needed to take her nap was right when the Thunderbirds and Blue Angels go fly. Like, she learned to sleep through them. I mean,
good for her.
Battle Creek, Michigan. Yeah, at Battle Creek, Michigan, the hangar we have is the corner marker. So right in our motorhome where she's sleeping, the jets are over her all the time, and she sleeps right through them. But no, she does very well, and we contribute a lot of the traveling to really her doing better with things. Like she learned to walk very quickly, and we contribute a lot of sometimes in the motorhome. If we got to get her out and we're bouncing down the road, she learned to stabilize herself. So she learned to walk very young.
Awesome.
But no, we're very lucky. I don't know how I got so blessed, but between this one and the little one, things are going well. We're staying busy with.
Hey, well, tell us real quick about your aircraft, for your comedy act. I know a lot of people want to know this, and I'm up close to it every year at AirVenture, whether I'm here at Sun and Fun. But when you are tipping your wings over and they're touching the pavement, what's up underneath the wing that you put up there, and what's happening there, and how much duct tape is on there? Because there's quite a bit, by the way.
About an inch layer.
There you go.
It depends on how long it's been since I had to move the plates out. But the airplane's a 1956 Piper Super Cub P-18A. It was the agriculture one. And this one here is the airplane I learned to fly in when I was 8 years old.
Oh, that's cool.
It's the airplane I soloed in, and I started my airshow flying career doing the comedy act in that airplane. So it has, plus that's the one, she came down to do some flying with me. So that's part of the reason we ended up getting together. So it's a very important airplane to us, and but yes, to your point about the wingtips, I'm very hard on the poor airplane. That's why I've almost got it all put back together. I do a good run through every winter and checking everything, replacing bolts, and because I am hard on it. But the wingtips, there's galvanized steel skid plates and a lot of layers of duct tape.
Yep.
And the skid plates stick out a little bit farther than the original wood bow that's on it. And so it's every time I drag them and I come back in, I put another layer of duct tape on it, and I can generally make it last about 2 years before I have to move the plates out. And by that point, every time I do it, adding more and more tape to it, the wingspan gets about 2 to 3 inches longer with the amount of duct we have on it.
Cool.
Wow.
Just add air.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much for your time. We'll see you in 21 days. Looking forward to you guys being here. I know you guys are, our fans are super stoked to see you guys again. So be safe, and we look forward to seeing you in 21 days.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Sounds great. And of course, we'll be signing autograph at all of our sponsor booths there, Cam Guard, Cleveland Wheels and Brakes, and we'll be around all week.
So
Awesome.
keep up with our Facebook schedule.
Awesome.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you guys.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Take a minute.
All right. Well, good.
All righty, that's very exciting.
Yes.
I was watching some of the video there, and I'm excited to see it.
No, it's going to be great. So, is this me?
You have like a very short amount of time. We got to talk about the Aerospace Center for Excellence.
Oh, we do? Oh,
Yeah.
that's my piece?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. It wasn't prompted on here, so I didn't know where I was going with that. So I have a 2-minute spiel about the
No,
Aerospace
I don't think
Center.
we have 2 minutes.
Oh, we lost
Yeah,
it?
yeah, we're-
Okay,
we
we got to wrap that
keep
up. We're going
rolling.
into Jeff LaFerriere.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
That's fine.
Jeff.
Justin.
Thank you. We're all messed up now.
All right,
All right, go.
As Gene just said, we are bringing in our next guest. We'll go right into it. Justin LaFerriere, thank you for joining us. Visit Central Florida here. You guys have a big part of Sun and Fun, and we appreciate you guys being here.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for the opportunity. It's always a great partnership each and every year with Gene and his team here at Sun and Fun.
Yeah.
We look forward to another magnificent event here in a few weeks.
So talk to us a little bit about what people can expect when they visit Central Florida. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
there's a ton of stuff to do here outside of the Sun and Fun campus.
Of course, we of course want everybody and their brother to come to Sun
Yeah.
and Fun in a
Yes.
few weeks. But while they're here, it's our job to ensure that they hopefully stay longer and spend more money while they're here. So while we're on campus, we do our best to engage with as many visitors as we can for the fly-in and tell them about all the best there is to offer here in Polk County. And a lot of people don't understand that Polk County is a 2,000 square mile destination, so there is a ton of opportunity to get out and experience the best of Florida. Of course, right here with Sun and Fun and our history of aviation, but beyond that, Legoland Florida Resort, our largest attraction, Bach Tower Gardens, 250 plus acres of botanical gardens. We're home to one of the only African safaris in the entire country at Safari Wilderness, and then of course so much more.
And we're taking some video now of our beautiful area that we do live in. And there are so many things to do. If people are here the weekend before, the weekend after, what are like the must-sees? You just talked about a couple that are really beautiful. What are your suggestions here?
Yeah, those are obviously our top three. Beyond that, we are home to the largest American Championship style rodeo in the country at Westgate River Ranch out in Lake Wales. They have an airstrip, you can fly in. And then, of course, we're home to the largest single-site collection of Frank Lloyd Wright architecture ever assembled at Florida Southern College here in Lakeland. But beyond that, the must-see for me here in Lakeland anyway is Bonnet Springs Park with the Florida Children's Museum, which the park was just rated as the best city park in the entire country by USA Today. And that beats out Central Park in New York City, the Presidio in San Francisco, and everything else there is.
And it's crazy that it is so close to us here. There's going to be a lot of hustle and bustle the week of Sun and Fun, but that is not that far away. Now, in Sun and Fun, within the campus, you guys are, I'm sure, going to have a booth here, and people can come up and talk to you about all these great things.
We will. We actually will have 2 locations on site during the fly-in. We have a actual facility, a building at the corner of Tom Mack and Laird, just opposite of Hangar A. That we stand up a welcome center for the entire week. And then we'll have a secondary location out at the Future and Flight Plaza with our mobile visitor information center on site.
Awesome.
Going to have a lot of information on hand, fresh Florida orange juice, free samples for everybody to come
yummy.
in with our great partners at Golden Ridge Groves. And then we are encouraging all visitors to follow us at Welcome Central FL. We're going to be doing some cool giveaways throughout the week.
Oh, fun.
If they follow us on social media.
Okay, nice little incentive
Awesome.
there.
Well, Justin.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, hey, we do appreciate to Mark Jackson, the entire team, your team, and everybody, the partnership, because I will tell you, we could not do what we do without y'all's support. I mean, just through your sponsorship, all the marketing partnerships that we have. If you're in town, you see our coasters. Justin and his team, take that all of those out to the restaurants. Every time I walk into a restaurant, I'm looking for those coasters. If they don't have them, I probably have a pack and I throw them in there for them. But
Or he texts me to say, hey,
yeah,
get
so
them
I'm
here.
like, Justin, where are my coasters? Yeah. No, but really appreciate all the hard work you guys do for us, and just the marketing partnership and all the support is just perfect, and we appreciate it.
Of course. I mean, it's an easy lift for us, being, of course, the largest convention in the state of Florida, biggest event, obviously, in our destination. But your team does such a phenomenal job in the lead up, and then, of course, executing the event, that it's an easy no-brainer for us to partner with you guys.
Awesome. Well, great.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to add for our audience?
I don't think so. I think we touched on it all. Looking forward to red, white, and blue at 52.
There you
Me
go.
too. I'm looking forward to the
Awesome.
orange juice.
Yes, I look
Come and
forward to
get
that
it,
every
for
year. It's so
sure.
good.
Appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
course.
All right, up next, we will find out how aviation through powered paragliding is assisting veterans. Brennan Morgan from Freedom Flight Academy will join us when we return right here on Countdown to Sun and Fun.
Portions of Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV programming is brought to you in part by Epic E1000AX. A new epic era has landed. And by the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association, Florida's premier nonprofit hospitality industry trade association.
What defines a masterpiece? Rich heritage? Superior craftsmanship? Timeless design? Or is it something more? At De Morgan, we don't define a masterpiece. Our work does.
Every moment of every day is filled with noise. Without it, you're reminded of why you're here in the first place. The joys of the experience, the adrenaline, and the freedom of flight. All leading up to...
Cleared for takeoff.
That's the Bose A30.
Proceeds from the Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo are the primary source of funding the Aerospace Center for Excellence, a nationally recognized leader in STEM education. Your support of Sun and Fun makes ACE the world leader in producing licensed teenage private pilots.
We promise we have it back together.
We do.
Right.
We got it together in the break. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us on this countdown to Sun and Fun. Another reminder to keep those questions coming in. We have a few of them here. We're going to get to them. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Smash the like button. Subscribe to our Facebook page while you're at it. Don't forget to tag someone in the comment section. We are keeping an eye on that. And the way to win this Stanley is to tag someone. We're also going to be giving away a pair of weekly fly-in tickets at the end of the show. But aviation, it can do a lot of great things for people. We all know that. A program in Kentucky, though, is doing great things for veterans by introducing them to the world of power paragliding. Joining us from Freedom Flight Academy is its founder, Brennan Morgan. Thank you so much for joining us, Brennan. You have an amazing story here. You're an ex-Marine. You were later injured then and unable to fly. Talk us through a little bit about your story and how this all came about.
Well, first of all, I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to come on here and just tell my story. I'm really nobody special. I grew up in the part of Kentucky where, dogs have more teeth than the people do sometimes. Okay. So, I grew up in by the time I graduated, the recession had hit in full swing, and I lost my brother my sophomore year of high school. And growing up, we loved Top Gun. I still have a couple demerit slips from school where I got caught flying paper airplanes, when I should have been doing other things. But when he passed away, I kind of gave up on my aviation dream. That was kind of our thing. And I decided to go to vet school. But a few weeks before school started, recession was in full swing. I lost both my jobs. That was kind of paying my way through college. So I found myself in the United States Marine Corps, and as God would have it, he put me on Marine Corps Air Station Iwakuni, Japan, nose to nose with those same airplanes I used to have hanging up on my walls, and it really reignited that passion. And throughout my Marine Corps service, I actually found out that my GI Bill benefits would pay for flight training. So when I got out, I did my 6 years, did a couple years for the Department of State, used my GI Bill to go to college to get a commercial pilot certificate. But just about 6 weeks before my check ride, young man talking on a cell phone hit me head on my motorcycle. And the injury I sustained during that accident, the FAA pulled my medical, and the FAA rep said, unfortunately, I would never fly commercially. So I moved back home to Kentucky from St. George area, Utah. And when I tell you for a couple of years, I just couldn't raise my head. I couldn't see a plane in the sky, or, living in Kentucky, there's a lot of Army, the helicopter blades, just hearing it, I'd get upset. And then one day at work, a friend of mine named Jonathan showed me a YouTube video of this guy flying a butt fan to McDonald's, eating a hamburger, and then flying home. And I was like, man, I don't want to talk about aviation. Thanks. It's part of my past, but it's a little sensitive. About a week later, he came at me again. He said, you don't have to have a medical. You don't have to even have a driver's license, not nothing. And about an hour later, I owed him a $100 bill because I made him a bet that he was wrong. And took me a year to find a flight school. The closest one was nearly 3 hours one-way drive. So it took me about a year of planning, but I made it happen. Nothing was going to prevent me from getting back up in the sky again. And shortly after, I was about 8,000 feet. I took off at 500 feet, MSL, and my two-stroke engine died at 8,000. And I'm so thankful that it did, because it was so quiet. And for the first time in nearly a decade, my ears weren't ringing. I felt free again. I looked down and I saw the city and the traffic and the hustle and bustle, and I saw a flock of birds flying, and it was silent almost. All I could hear is the flap of the parachute, like a flag in the wind, And when I landed, I told myself that this is my new purpose. All the stuff I had gone through, God put me through those tribulations to lead me to this point. And I kind of found a calling that if there was ever another veteran that, just kept feeling like they kept getting their dreams crushed and they needed a way, a new goal, a new dream, then I would dedicate my time and I would offer that time to any veteran if it kept them, from becoming a statistic. So I opened up Freedom Flight Academy as a nonprofit. I teach any veteran absolutely for free. And then civilians that come along that want to learn to train, they can know that every dollar that they spend at Freedom Flight Academy goes right back to the veteran community, putting together these programs for them.
That is awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So talk to us a little bit about the program and what that involves then.
So it was actually your very own Paul Zarnecki that I met at an event
Paul. Yep.
Down in Georgia. And, he's an exciting guy. He's not very shy, and I'm not either. And we crossed paths, and he told me about this mythical paramotor school back in the late 1900s that had, they had lodging for their students. They had gear rental. They had a restaurant there. You could eat real close. He'd pick you up from the airport even. And I was like, dude, that makes so much sense. Like, that's first class service, right? And if I'm in a first class flight school, that's the kind of service I want. So about 14 seconds later, he wasn't even done talking to me yet. And I called a friend of mine that owned a golf course and resort about 3 miles from an airport. Sure enough, that airport is attached to the state park. And all it took was a phone call. And I was like, hey, I want to put together a fly-in where a bunch of people can come down, support this little town of 2,000 people, and, do so for a good cause. And after 3 years, it's quickly becoming the largest fly in the South, the largest PPG gathering in the state of Kentucky. And it's all, to support veterans.
Awesome.
That's amazing. So you're going to be here at Sun and Fun, which is amazing. How can visitors get involved with you now, and what can they expect when they get here?
Well, we're not going to be hard to find. Okay, as a Marine, if there's anything you can already know about me, I go big. Okay, and we love red, white, and blue here at Freedom Flight Academy. I'm not going to tell you what the booth looks like because it's not going to be any question. When you fly over, you can see our booth from the sky. I wanted the Thunderbirds to see it. I want that guppy to fly over and see Freedom Flight Academy. Okay.
That's awesome. Okay, and what can they expect?
And there we're gonna have all the accessories. If you don't feel like you have enough red, white, and blue at your booth, you can come to Freedom Flight Academy. We have all the things. We have light up necklaces. We have fun hats. You'll know where we are.
Brendan, you and I have never met, but we're going to meet. I'm going to come hunt you down. Anita's going to tell me when you get here, Paul, and we're going to hang out. I can't wait. You got me jacked up.
Yeah,
like I'm ready to go. Let's do this thing.
All right, well, bring me one of them Stanleys and we'll call it
All right, we got you. Hey, I know how to get one. Don't worry.
That's good stuff. We're very excited to have you. Thank you so much, Brennan, for your inspiration, your dedication, and of course, everything that you're doing for the veterans.
And thank you for your service. We appreciate you and all our veterans. So thank you so much. And we'll see you in 21 days.
Well, I appreciate you guys. No one's more excited than me. You can guarantee it. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you. Take care.
All right. And I believe, Gene, are we going to see the powered paragliders in the Wednesday Composite Air Show?
Yes, on our Wednesday Composite Air Show. Talk about it real quick. So again, Wednesday Air Show starts at 5 p.m. and we're going all the way to 10 o'clock that night. So we're going to actually, the Wednesday festivities, because this concert stage is still going to be in place. We're going to have Angie K is going to perform at 2 p.m. on the concert stage again. And then at 3:30, E.M. Tongi, American Idol winner, is going to perform at 3:30, and then we're going to go right into the air show at 5 o'clock. Arrhythmia is going to fly, all kinds of great flying. So you're going to get the best. That we call it the composite air show because you get the best of all three. You get the daytime, you get the twilight, and you get the night show, and we're going to have it all. It's going to be a lot of great flying, a lot of great activity. The finale this year is going to be great. Wednesday night's finale is going to be different than Saturday.
That's what you said.
Yeah, so get ready for a lot of pyro on the ground. We're going to have a lot of explosions, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of new things this year as well. Drones, people going through the drones at higher altitudes, things on fire, flipping, all kinds of great stuff. Yes, it's going to be great. So we're excited, but make sure you're out there. Again, starting at 2 o'clock, 3:30, E.M. Tongi, and then the show starts at 5. And then there is a DJ that is part of the night show this year. His name is Moonlight, MOONLGHT. And then at 9:15, when the show's over, he's going to continue to perform up there on the stage. So it's going to be a jam-packed Wednesday. So there you go.
I mean, lots of stuff. You talk about it every year. Obviously, the night show is one thing, but now you've got everything all wrapped up in one.
It's all choreographed, and internally it's a mess, but when you see it, it's going to be great. I mean, it's going to be awesome.
No one's even going to know.
Yes, that's right.
All right, thanks, Gene. Next up, pilots, this is for you. Information on the Pilot Welcome Center and our Fly in Style program. Plus, we are going to announce the winner of a pair of tickets to this year's fly-in and our Stanley winners as well as Countdown to Sun and Fun continues.
Portions of Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV programming is brought to you in part by Envoy Air, the largest regional carrier for American Airlines, and by Redbird Flight Simulations. Join the migration.
Open your eyes over and over again. Open your
Every day, people around the world are discovering what it means to fly for themselves in a Cirrus.
finding my way through the dark. Open your eyes.
Start your journey in personal aviation by visiting cirrusaircraft.com.
Join Southern Cross Aviation at Sun Fun 2026, your one-stop shop for all your aircraft needs. We are proud Aerosol distributors, a Techland certified parts supplier, and represent more than 75 leading aviation brands offering spark plugs, oil filters, tires, fuel nozzles, brakes, batteries, and more. Visit us at booths MD6A, N65, and Hangar C, booths 83 through 85, or shop anytime 24 hours a day at scross.com/store. Southern Cross Aviation, distribution solutions for today's aviation world.
Your support of Sun and Fun benefits the Aerospace Center for Excellence year-round. With our learning centers, outreach programs, scholarships, and summer camps, ACE is engaging, educating, and accelerating the next generation of aviation professionals.
All All right. Welcome back to Countdown to Sun and Fun. As a final reminder to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get alerts when updates like this and our live stream are posted. Smash the like button and subscribe to our Facebook page so you can help us spread the word on these announcements that we've gone over today. And there have been quite a few of them.
Yes.
Plus, keep sharing, liking, and commenting. We're going to announce the winner of a pair of weekly tickets to Sun and Fun very shortly.
I have them right here.
And of course, someone's going to win this Red, White, and Blue at 52 Stanley. We're going to announce that winner here in just a second. Just remember, you're tagging someone who you are coming to Sun and Fun with. A few more of your viewers' questions are coming in as well. We are collecting those to answer them at the very end. But first, we've got the ladies in style right now. Jane Winter, Melissa Goodson, you've got a lot of information for our pilots.
We do. Can I start?
Love this.
You go, Jane.
You know, so I just have to say, I get a little accused of not having the colors on, so
Yes.
I'm here today, showing up. I am going to talk about the Pilot Welcome Center, which, as you know, is so exciting. It's our pilot hub at the island. Our good friends at Phillips 66 continuing as the presenting sponsor this year. You'll see some fun new signage for them on the tent out there. We're very excited. We have, again, Crew Chief Systems is returning as the Crew Chief Pilot Express shuttles. It was so popular last year, they've actually doubled the amount of shuttles they've got this year.
People like shuttles.
They want shuttles all over the campus. So if you come to the Pilot Welcome Center, you can sign up, get your nice badge, and get on the shuttle. New this year, Boeing has come to the house as the sponsor of the Boeing patio, and a few days of the week they're going to do what they call coffee talks, very casual talks out there. They have a nice little classy touch to the patio, and they're going to dress it up a little bit. So we're happy to have them out there. While you're there, you can drink your legendary aviation coffee free every day at the Pilot Welcome Center. And we also have refreshing Callaway water, which we're giving away at the patio as well.
Yep.
Very excited.
But Jane, I just have to tell you something. If it's not Boeing, I ain't going.
There
just
you go.
saying.
That's right. Thank you, Gene. I do want to say, too, our pilot registration is completely digital this year. This is a new thing for us.
Yeah.
We are excited, and our friends at Honda Generator are still doing their registration. You can enter to win a generator, and you can go over to their booth during Sun and Fun and see where your registration falls. But that's an exciting thing, especially if you're in the Florida area. Honda Generator, very popular item. I'll give you a couple hours. We are Saturday through Sunday, Saturday, April 11th through April 18th, Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. On Sunday, it's open 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And I just want to say, this is a fantastic volunteer group at the Pilot Welcome Center. They're sweet, they're nice, and they will be there to give you all of the goodies, which that's Melissa's job to tell you about. So we're excited.
We are so excited to bring back the Fly-In Style Pilot Program for you guys, sponsored by RTX. We have a lot of great things. If you're flying your aircraft into the event, you're going to make your way over to the Pilot Welcome Center and enjoy all the things that Jane just talked about. And while you're there, which is also, like she said, sponsored by Phillips 66, check in, fill out that quick digital pilot form, and then you'll receive your official pilot card. Looks like this. Yep. Turn around the back, Gene. On the back, you will find a QR code, and that has the list of participating exhibitors plus cool things from Sun and Fun that you will get free just for flying your aircraft to Sun and Fun. So, and this is where the free stuff comes in. Okay, once you've signed up, you're going to get this exclusive denim swag bag, okay? And then also, we put a lot of thought in these items this year. I want you to know that. Inside, you'll also find this Americana hat sponsored by Envoy. And we actually, this is a really cool piece that was inspired. It really inspired everything. It started with this patch right here. We actually designed this from the ground up. It was the starting point to the entire theme. So we really hope that you guys like it. And it really just kind of started with just, you know, the denim label on the back of your jeans. Because how Americana is that, right? It doesn't get any more Americana than that. So that's what we're giving you guys. And also, you're going to get this really cool light. You want to show them?
This is awesome. Yes.
This light is really cool. It's actually, it's a clip and a magnet. It's a really bright light, so when it gets dark after 10 o'clock at Sun and Fun, you will be able to get around with this light.
Bring the cameras back.
Yeah.
The light. The light is awesome. It's metal. Look at
So it
and
has
it does
a
this
cool-
too.
Yes.
And at night, like, trust me,
Oh my
it
gosh,
is great.
it's
and
bright.
check
It will
out
blind
this clip.
you.
Yeah, it's really
bright.
Anyway,
So it
and
has
then you
a-
got the clip.
Yep,
See
there
the
you go.
clip here. Put it on your belt
Yep.
buckle right here.
And it's a magnet, so you can put it on your airplane.
When you got to go to the potty at night, this
There
is
you
great.
go.
When you go into
Perfect.
the air-conditioned potties on the field, by the way, this light will help you get there.
That's right. And one thing I want to mention is this actually, the proceeds from this goes to Shelter to Soldier. It's a nonprofit organization that helps train dogs to become service dog for retired vets. Vets that are suffering from traumatic stress and brain injury. So this
but
is
these
a
are
great
free,
cause.
but the monies that we spent with your proceeds, we're buying tickets to buy these things, are going to this program. But
Yes,
these come in
absolutely,
free
absolutely.
in the bag.
Also, our friends from Flying Magazine, Boeing, and also Fuentes will also be adding to the swag bag as well, so you don't want to miss the bag. Supplies will go fast. And then also, but going back to the card, on top of all of that, you get $5 off preferred seating. You get 10% off the official red, white, and blue at 52 shirt that will be available at our Sun and Fun merchandise tents powered by Pilot Mall. And you also get $1 off every 10 you spend at Sunset Grill and 10% off a Florida Air Museum membership during the week of Sun and Fun. So it really pays to fly in. Like, it really pays to fly in. So get yourself ready, get your swag bag. It's a great year to do it, and we're excited to see you guys.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate all the hard work. And when Melissa was talking about, the patch and the B52 and the premium quality, that's for her when she's going through. This is Melissa, by the way, our marketing director. So she comes up with our poster, the whole theme each year for everything that we do. And then trust me, it's a whole process. So when she was talking about that in her brain, that's how she came up with all of this cool stuff, because it really starts with that, and then it went to the poster.
It starts
and
with
then
this,
all of our branding
really starts
comes
with
off
this.
of that.
Yeah,
for
and
the-
I actually
each year.
we prepare for that during I was preparing for this during the 2025 fly-in. So just know that we're always thinking ahead.
And we've been talking about next year already.
We've already been
too.
talking
For
about next year,
several
so
weeks
stay tuned.
about-
I don't know how we're going to top this year, but we're
Yes,
gonna do
we're
our
gonna do it.
best.
We're
We're gonna
gonna
do our
do
best.
it.
So thank you so much.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you, Jane. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate everybody's hard work. And by the way, thank you to our over 3,000 volunteers for all your dedication, passion, and love.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate all of your efforts as well. So thank you all. Fly in, get your cool swag. This is the year.
Oh wait, one more thing. I wanted to tell you guys, I forgot. All the participating exhibitors are going to have one of these signs. Make sure you look for this sign. That means they are participating, and you can present your card here. Sorry about that.
And if they have a fake one of these signs, you call me and we're going to get secured. Just kidding. All right.
The QR code won't work.
Yes. Yes.
All right, thanks guys. Wow,
Awesome.
very
Thank you
exciting
all so
stuff
much.
there. All right, Gene, we got a couple minutes. We're going to answer some questions.
Okay, we're going to go to questions.
Yeah.
All right. First question of the day, is Gene wearing that shirt again? Mike Murdoch. Well, yes. So here's the deal. So I have 6 shirts that I'm going to have a different shirt for each day.
Each
Yes,
day.
you'll see this during the fly-in again. Sorry. You will see this shirt again. Will the Commemorative Air Force make an appearance? Yes, the Commemorative Air Force will be here. They are doing ride hops with the Gunfighter, with the PT-19, with Ike's Bird, and also with the TBM Avenger. And also they're having their board meeting here on Friday during the event, and also they're going to have a get-together for all of their members that are here in attendance as well Friday evening during the event. Will the F-5s be flying on any particular day? That's a great question. I don't know that yet. I believe they're going to arrive on Wednesday with Jared Isaacman, the NASA administrator. But as soon as we get additional information, if they're going to fly, we will get that out to you all.
Caveat to that, the schedules are up online.
So the airshow schedule that we get asked about probably more than anything, and it's probably the most visited page other than the ticketing page. The airshow schedule is up. We don't have exact times, but it's basically the order. You will see those aircraft and those performances in each day, but then day of, we will have exact times when those aircraft are going to fly, because obviously everything is subject to change.
Yes,
because
little asterisk after the whole show here.
Things move around a little bit, but it's pretty well put together at this point. Are the NASA planes flying during the week, or are they static display only? They are static display only. I will tell you, we would love to fly the Guppy, but the problem is moving that big that big lady around. She doesn't like to move around a lot. Plus, if you don't know about the guppy, the nose, the front of the aircraft pivots 90 degrees. Cool. And so our volunteers, who we love, are building us a special staircase to heaven, to get up there so you can see inside the bulbous fuselage. That's a correct word for that. I like saying that. They're all laughing in the background every time I say that, so that's why I said it.
Sounded great.
Yes, but that's what they said in their description. That's what it is, bulbous fuselage. When do the F-15s arrive? I do not have an exact time. I will tell you, too, they may have scratched already because they have tasking in Louisiana. So there will be more on that. So actually, our military liaison, Rich Hall, I sent him an email prior to this. We're going to get a new static update on with all the aircraft that are going to be here, some that have had to cancel, unfortunately. And is there any news about Victory's Arsenal Theater? Yes. Is Victory Arsenal Theater, is the lineup up yet? No, we're still squaring that away, but we will get that up here on the website shortly. But I believe there are 2 aircraft every single day that are going to be highlighted at Victory's Arsenal Theater. I will also tell you the bleachers at Victory's Arsenal Theater will have shades on them. And where the sun sits in the sky, you are going to actually have shade as you're sitting in those bleachers. So maybe not every square inch. So don't say, Gene, you said we're going to have shade and I missed a square inch. But
I already told everyone about the asterisk.
Yes,
so.
the sun does move.
Awesome.
What days will the F-100 fly? I think the F-100 is scheduled to fly Wednesday. I don't want to say Saturday, but again, I'd go to our schedule. I don't know if the F-100 has been loaded up in there yet, but I will tell you Wednesday and Saturday the F-100 is scheduled to fly. I'm looking at Wednesday right here, and it is on the list for actually 7:52 p.m. on Wednesday.
Well, there you go.
All right.
Wow.
How much time do we have left?
Not
Are
much.
we over?
We gotta
All right,
announce
here we go.
these. Drum roll.
All right, here we go. Drum roll. All right, our weekly ticket winner is Josh Rosenberger.
There we go. Congratulations,
yes.
and thank you for watching and commenting.
And then our Stanley winner is at Ronnie the Pilot. At Ronnie the Pilot. You are the Stanley winner, so we will reach out to you, get your addresses. We will send you your cool Stanley and your weekly tickets. And that's all we got, friends.
Awesome stuff. Very exciting. Wow, jam-packed show. We're already over our time, so we are going to wrap this show up. But remember, in just a few weeks here, we are going to be returning before Sun and Fun actually begins. April 2nd. We have April 7th. Excuse me. We have one more show at 2 p.m. Eastern.
We do? I didn't know that.
We do.
Okay, we're doing another one. April 7th. All right.
That is just 1 week before Sun and Fun begins. Gene and I, we're going to be back with the very latest and the last-minute details that Gene is working out between now and the next 21 days for sure. We're excited for the red, white, and blue at 52. We hope you tune in again. Until then.
Let's go. 21 days. Here we go.
Let's do it. We'll see you next time.